Okay, what's up, one? It's Wii Fan for Life here, and spring break, and I don't got a whole lot to do. I'm a little bored right now, so I'm gonna make this video why I believe PCs, as in Windows-based computers, are better than Macs. Now I'm gonna start with. I'm trying to not make this video too long. I don't want to. Okay, so it's 9:53, so it shouldn't be any longer than like 5, maybe. Hopefully not 10 minutes. But so the first reason I'll start with there's just a few reasons. I'm sure all you Mac fanboys hear it all the time, but it's a big reason, and that's price. And I'll show you right now. See, my homepage is being. I'll show you right now. So let's look at So let's look. The iPad 2. I mean, iPad 2 is cool and all, but I think you're smoking something if you can use it to replace a laptop. I mean, well, anyways, back to the point. The MacBook. Here's the cheapest Mac we can get. Just $999. Don't you love how they say that? As if everyone just has $1,000 to spend on a laptop. It's kind of funny, really. That's probably one of the best features of it. I'll be honest. 7-hour battery life's pretty good. So let's go here and click buy now, just so you can get familiar with it. Okay, so it has right here. These are the tech specifications. They're pretty weak. I mean, they're really weak for $1,000. I'm going to show you soon a laptop that's better than this. And so you see, you got a 13.3-inch screen, LED backlit. That's a decent quality screen, but it only runs 1280 by 800, and plus you get this weak 2.4 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo, and only 2 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, it is fairly modern, but it's just the specifications just aren't there for. See, 250 gigabyte hard drive. They aren't there for a $1,000 laptop. I mean, it's crazy how overpriced it is. Like, look at this one. I just found this one today, or actually yesterday. I looked in the Best Buy ad, and it's $350 at Best Buy, and it comes with a 3 gigahertz dual core Phenom, and a 15.6-inch screen, 3 gigabytes of memory, 320 gigabyte hard drive, 4250 graphics with an HDMI input, and then all this, the home premium, you got your wireless N, and of course you have a burnable DVD drive. I mean, look at this. This thing is gonna do more than the Mac will. It's gonna do more. It's about a third of the price, and it's gonna do more. It'll run a lot better. It'll run more applications smoother. You'll be able to multitask better. I mean, okay, yeah, you can. I'll address something that Mac fans say. Oh, and you can run Windows on a Mac. Yeah, you can, but you gotta pay another like $150 for the license, $200. So I mean, so you're gonna pay $150 on top of the $1,000. It's crazy. If you really want to run Windows, then get this $350 laptop, and it'll run anything better than this. I guarantee you it will. And we can go on more. I'm not gonna bother comparing the MacBook Pros right now, but okay, let's go to the iMac. Let's go to the iMac. Okay, the cheapest one, $1,199. Okay. All right. So here's what you got right here. You got pre-installed. You got all this stuff right here. There's specifications. Core i3. This is more updated than the MacBook. Thank God. It's a Core i3 in it, and 4 gigabytes of RAM. This 4670 is actually a fairly decent graphics card. I used to have one. But yeah, this is what you get for $1,100. You get that screen right there. you get 1920 by 1080. That's a pretty big deal. But again, it's $1,200. I can show you this Dell XPS that I just saw. It's 8300. It's right here. You get this for $950. Again, here's the specifications. You get a quad core Core i5 that runs at 3.1 gigahertz. So you get a quad core already. This Intel Core i3 is only a dual core, and you're gonna get a 1080p 21.5 inch monitor. And this is all $250 less than the MacBook, mind you. And you get a 2-year service plan, 6 gigabytes of RAM, a terabyte hard drive, and a 5450. Now honestly, the 5450 isn't as good as the 4670, but you can still upgrade the video card to the 5670, which is better than the 4670 for $70. Now I'm gonna be honest though, if I were to buy this, I would keep it with the 5450 and then sell the 5450 and then buy this, because the 5670 alone is $70, so they're really ripping you off by charging you $70 more. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, see, there you go. This one, I'm not finished yet, by the way. But I mean, here's another one. I don't know if and this one also has wireless N built in. I don't know if iMacs do or don't. But see, this right here, this isn't even on sale. This is just one you can buy right online anytime you want to. It's not a sale or anything. Oh, look, Happy Earth Day. Okay, so I'll go on to another one right here. Okay, another big thing. I mean, I do gaming. I do gaming quite a bit. Now, gaming is better on Windows. There's still not that big of a library for Mac games, and even with Mac games, many Mac users find it better if you boot camp and run Windows on the same machine to get better gaming performance. Like, watch, I'll show you this gaming. This is from an Antec. Here you go. Here's a comparison of Portal performance. Okay, they have a pretty crazy system right here playing this, and they have Ultimate running with side by sides with Snow Leopard. Okay, so here you go. Right off the bat, well, this is outdated after the patch. This is what it looks like, but you still see that even image quality wise, the Portal looks better on Windows. But now let's look at performance. See, on average, you're gonna get, what is that? It's roughly like 60% of the performance. Yeah, you can get about 60% of the performance running Mac versus Windows. So they have the Windows computer at the top and then the Mac at the bottom. And I can explain to you why that is. Mac performance will never get better than Windows because of DirectX. DirectX is licensed exclusively by Microsoft for Microsoft. So even if the library for Mac games did increase, you're gonna get You're always gonna get better performance with Windows. Always. I mean, unless something weird happens to Microsoft and they start smoking something and license it to Apple, then I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't see this changing ever. Now how about we go a little bit into, oh crap, I'm already on 10 minutes? Damn. These kind of videos take long. It's kind of annoying. I don't realize how long it takes. I hope people actually watch this video and just don't stop watching it. But we have right here, how about customizability? That's another big thing. So you see, like, these iMacs are really, they're hard to get into and fix and change up and fix the hardware, and hardware wise, Macs aren't very customizable, unless of course you opt for the Mac Pro, which is decently customizable. But then again, you have to deal with the lack of driver supports depending on what you're installing. But you get with customizability, you gotta say the hardware. You gotta go up with building a computer. Like you all know, you can see my videos. They have building a computer. I have a video of my computer that I built, and it's a pretty good powerhouse for probably, like, I don't know, what was it? I probably invested a total of like $650, $700 to this computer, including the monitor and everything. And it's gonna run games and run everything a lot better than some other computers. And this is all the hardware that you can get. Like, see, this is an expensive price for RAM right here, but this $125 for 8 gigabytes of RAM, and you're telling me that they can't put that 8 gigabytes of RAM into a $1,200 machine? That's pretty crazy, especially because they buy everything in volume. That they can't do that. I don't understand why. Yeah, you don't need all the RAM, but a lot of people that use Macs like to multitask, and RAM comes in handy. I only have 4 gigabytes in here, but that was only because when I bought this, I got ripped off. It was like $110 for 4 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, I can get like 8 gigabytes for like 75 now. It's ridiculous. Okay, now let's also look. Another point of customizability is you have to look at the interface itself for the OS. All of this is changeable in Windows. You can go to personalize. I can change the sounds, and I actually have this Delta sounds on right now. I can customize a different sound for any kind of thing. You can't do that in Windows. I got all those customization options, and if I really wanted to, I could change the color of this. I could even go online and change skins, although you can do it on Macs. It's a lot more straightforward. There's much more customizability as far as options go. You got all this plethora of options right here. I mean, if anyone wants to bother with it. I mean, the amount of customizability is just so much more, because there's so much for Windows. There's so much more software for Windows. There's so much more you can do with it, and a lot of it is because it's a blank slate, and because it has all this customization. Like, you can change stuff in Windows, but okay, now take it for what it's worth. But the next point is, I'm gonna say blatantly, because Mac OS X is a 10-year-old operating system. Okay, now I'm not implying that it's outdated, but I'm going to show you one of the reasons why I dislike Macs. Now, granted, with all the I'll just search it in Bing. Granted, with all the changes that have happened to Mac, like, over the past 10 years, there's definitely performance improvements, support for Intel CPUs and stuff, but a lot of it is largely unchanged. I mean, you look at it, and they charge you full price for, which is essentially just a service pack. It's essentially, if Microsoft charged me $200 to get Windows 7 Service Pack 1. That's basically what it is. I mean, there's definitely been some improvements. I'm not doubting that. But it's not... It's just, like, all the bugs, and they've fixed it, obviously. They've fixed the hardware, but I mean, what I'm saying is, if you're gonna... I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me why